Yo, what is up? It's your boy RJ in the building, and today we are doing a how to play HIDAN. Now, if you've been in Mr. Air Force's stream, also known as E, we had a big debate about HIDAN. Now, I thought HIDAN was a good character, he thought HIDAN was a trash character. I had to educate him in the land of HIDAN, and now he even wants to play HIDAN himself. So I thought, you know what, considering that came up, a lot of people asking me questions, how can you go further into depth with HIDAN? So if you guys want an in-depth HIDAN guide, you already know, 50 likes on the video and I will do an in-depth HIDAN guide. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
皆もご存知、渦巻きナルト。
Before I say anything, what you want to do is improve your fundamentals as a whole. And when I mean fundamentals, I'm talking about both the mindset as well as playing. So getting in your opponent universally, you know, improve your guard pressure, your fundamentals to your guard pressure too. So the dash throwing the kunai, the dash doing the jutsu. Improve your fundamentals as a whole, yeah. Even in terms of fundamental mixing up your opponent, so delaying your hits to like do setups, like fundamental setups, like doing combo switch into up break pill, unless I'm stupid, there you go, combo switch to the up break pill. You know, learn the fundamental gameplay, the fundamental setups, the fundamental mix-ups, the fundamental way to approach, and the fundamental defense as well. The reason why you want to do it with HIDAN is because one, he has no range. He can't pressure you apart from kunai from here. This is literally the only thing I can do from here. All right. Obviously, you have a team. So, for example, I have Momoshiki, so I can like do this and go in with Momoshiki, or if you have like a Shizu or anything like that. But if obviously, again, if you want to make HIDAN shine, then you still want to get over your fundamentals regarding defense, your fundamentals regarding pressure, and even setups. Like I said, just improve your fundamentals as a whole. A person I could recommend to learn your fundamentals is Mr. Air Force. He specializes in fundamentals, but I also have some videos on fundamental stuff that you should know, like subtracts and stuff as well. So that'll be in the link in the description as well, both his channel and my previous videos that will help you improve your fundamentals. So that being said, like I said, in terms of guard pressure, be creative, do for the setups, delay your hits. Even on hit, if on hit or on block, delay your hits. What this will do is when you're pressuring someone's guard and they're trying to tilt in between it, if you play around by delaying your hits and not delaying your hits, so for example, do the second hits normal, delay the third hit, and then do the third hit normal, or delay all of the hits, or, you know, do all the hits as normal but delay the last hit. You see what I'm saying? Just if you get used to delaying your hits at different times, then those people who like to tilt out of combos will have to respect you, because they'll try and tilt and they'll swing. If you do on hit, delaying your hits as well will mess up their time to sub, so that as soon as they sub, it'll make you safer, right? So delaying your hits of HIDAN is really good, especially because he's really safe, right? He's really safe. He has no long animation, so make sure you abuse that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're hitting someone, don't think about the damage, get comfortable with him, and then as soon as they sub, boom, you can jump out his combos, no problem. Now, as you saw, he also has an infinite as well, so you want to practice doing this infinite. How you want to do it is you want to delay this fourth swing, jump and move forward. That's the easy way to do it. The harder way to do it is the hollow step. So as you do that, you hollow step forward and then you keep going, right? That's the preferable way that you want to do it, because it just opens up your options. So for example, you'll be able to like hit your jutsu and stuff, you know, it'll give you more mix-up opportunities as well, more setups. So you really want to get the hollow step down, but if you're not confident on hollow stepping in your matches, you can just jump, walk forward and then continue, right? So you want to get that down, and again, how you do it is that you want to delay that full hit to the max and you get a longer stun. Whereas if I don't delay the hits at all, okay, I'm by the wall, so I'm gonna move out away the wall. Yeah, so if I don't delay the hits at all, then you recover in time, it's not gonna work. So you want to delay your fourth hit to the max and then you get that infinite. Now on to the topic of the fourth hit. The fourth hit is the one that you're going to be playing off of the most. The reason why is because you can hit your jutsu because it has that long stun, right? I don't know why I couldn't do it then. But you can hit that jutsu because of this 4 stun right here, which will allow you, if you saw, to charge some chakra to damn near what you need it to be. Also, after the 4th hit, you can combo off of like this hit as well, as you saw. So that allows you to keep going even if you get hit by the guard pressure, charge that chakra, and then continue the combo as well. So that is something that his jutsu is also good for. His jutsu on block, on the other hand, you need to be careful with. I can't demonstrate it right now, but you can demonstrate it with a friend if you have a friend to help you out with. Is on guard, if someone jumps on guard and they block the first hit, it will kind of push them back behind him, which will make the whole jutsu whiff. Now, people can't force this because the jutsu does come out quick, but obviously if you do something like this, that's why that will be hard to do, because obviously sometimes it's a good idea, especially with pain, to dash in front of your guard and then keep doing this. With HIDAN, you can do it, but it'll be a bit risky for that reason, because again, if someone's jumping in a neutral and they might jump to like try and dodge your dash or something, he's gonna block it, it's gonna send him behind, and then you lose. Then you lose the guard pressure of HIDAN. The good side to that is that he's out for a long time though, so even if that does happen, and let's say your opponent wants to capitalize, keep track of HIDAN. What I like to do as well, just to test the waters, is I might just do his jutsu here, do whatever, and then come back here. You see what I mean? Because he's out for so long, you can literally do whatever you want. You can literally just do whatever you want, and you're good to go. So that is one thing that HIDAN is good for. So if you have that range and you're going in, you can still go back to him and get your distance back immediately. So that is a good thing that you want to factor in, which means you want to be creative. Like I said, be creative with that. Now back onto the guard pressure with his jutsu. Another reason why his jutsu can be a bit iffy as well is that if you just let the jutsu rock, if a skilled player will be able to, and certain characters as well, will be able to tilt out of the guard pressure after the 2nd hit. So after the 2nd or 3rd hit, you can tilt after the guard pressure, and if they have a slow tilt, then they can even tilt switch like this out of the guard pressure. Alright, so for that reason, again, on guard, you want to keep note of this. You can play around it and bait out the tilt as well. So let's say you do this, I can either pressure with another character, which obviously means they can't, tilt. If I do this and I'm pressuring them as well, then they won't be able to tilt out, because obviously your 2nd person will fill the gap, as well as obviously layering it as well with a jutsu, which means again they won't be able to tilt out of it because of the jutsu as well. Or you can just cancel the 2nd hit, and if they try and tilt, you hit them, and the same thing here, you can either do it like this. So there are ways around it, but it's something that you have to cater for, especially if your opponent knows that they can tilt out of the guard pressure as well. Then if they learn how to respect it, then that's when you can just let it rock, because now they're respecting the fact, they're thinking, oh, he's going to do something to bait out the tilt. So now you've done that, they don't do it anymore, they respect it, they firm the whole tilt. And the last thing about his jutsu on guard pressure is do not throw kunai after the guard pressure. The reason why is because you're adding in a new block stun basically. So when you block kunai, you have less block stun. What this does is, because you throw kunai and HIDAN's guard pressure, they will just be able to ninja move and slip out the combo, just like you see on certain characters like Danzo, and also another character that does it, and like S3 Madara, for example. So if you do catch someone on guard, do not layer it with kunai, because they will be able to just ninja move right out that bitch, and that's that. So be sure to factor that in as well. Regarding this jutsu though, you just want to, like I said, you just want to be careful for the guard pressure, but he still does do really good guard pressure in itself as well. Just want to break the guard, and I can keep going, like, you see what I'm saying? So he still has really good guard pressure. So having a team that complements that as well, or having that far range dynamic, for example, I like to pair him with Momoshiki. He's probably my favorite person to pair him with. Just doing something like this, because it gives you that far to close range dynamic, as well as HIDAN pressuring your guard too. And so yeah, so that is also a thing as well. And again, take note that on hit all the jutsu is guaranteed, so it gives you so much time to not only on guard but on hit to do stuff. For example, what I do again with Momoshiki, if you look at the damage, boom. And because of Momoshiki, you can't recover from his jutsu, which means you can even hit our ultimate after that, which takes away a bar of health. So utilizing that, and remember I used the attack uphill as well, making sure to utilizing the time he takes in there to set up something as well is definitely a factor in, which means HIDAN can also have good synergy with characters too. So just as a summary, oh wait, no, I've not talked about his tilt yet. How can I forget about the man's tilt? Now his tilt has a button lock in it, which means you're button locked for ages. Yeah, so see how I cancelled that last hit with a switch? You see how he was standing there even though then he guarded? It means he was button locked. You have so much time to charge some chakra, even pop a down pill, and then continue the combo or hit an ultimate or do whatever you want to do after that tilt. Times you want to use that tilt is after sub. If you sub and then tilt, then you can catch a lot of people trying to dash you or anything like that, because this can stop some dashes as well. So you want to get people who, you know, after sub is really good to use mainly. And after certain combos as well. So for example, let's say you do a combo switch like this, tilting like this, and then keep going like this. You know what I mean? So those are the 2 times that I would say it's good to use it as well, to force that button lock and then continue. So that is also another thing that I would say to use HIDAN. And I think the last thing that I'm going to mention as well, and this is to do with his air combo, is that if people sub the last hit of his air combo when you switch, it actually sub traps you in itself. They can either block it or they can get hit. If they get hit, then obviously they'll get knocked to the floor, and then depending on your character, you can hit a grounded jutsu or you can hit a bomb to hit grounded as well for the extra damage. Or if they block it, it can actually guard manipulate your opponent as well. I don't know if I can force this. I'll try it here. Yeah, so you see how he subbed it twice right there? If he was guarding, I believe, then he could have got guard manipulated right there as well, which means that you would have been able to then get a full combo after it. So you want to switch for that last hit of the combo when he spins as well, because you never know what you'll get. So yes, you'll never know what you'll get. So regarding HIDAN, as a little summary from his awakening, master your fundamentals in all areas. The one thing he lacks is range. From here, he can't do anything. From here, he can't do anything apart from throw kunai. From here, he can't do anything apart from throw kunai. Like in terms of connecting to the opponent, he is super close range. So you want to make sure that you're aggressive when you play. If you're focusing on HIDAN in the team, you want to make sure you're aggressive. It doesn't mean he can't play neutral, it just means he has to play neutral up close. So but you're mainly going to be using his jutsu for it. Alright, you make use of the extended amount of time that you have. Make use of the extended amount of time that you have in his jutsu. So like I said, even though he can't do anything, if you want to just, let's say you want to in and out approach, do the jutsu, go in, do, you know what I mean, go back out. You know, if you have a good jutsu that's close up, abuse that, make use of that. All right. So, and then again, use this tilt after subbing, use this tilt after shadow combos as well, and utilize that button lock as well. So regarding HIDAN out of awakening, that is about it. So the last thing I'm going to obviously cover is HIDAN in awakening, and then that'll be it. Okay, so HIDAN in awakening now, he has the exact same moveset, it's just that he loses his tools and gets this, right? Now, his awakening, again, everything still applies. His tilt still has the button lock, his jutsu is still the same, like everything is still the same, there isn't anything that's different. Yeah, see, nothing happens, it's exactly the same. The only thing is that he gets this move right here, and then the second move is when you hit the first move. And what it does, obviously, is that you hit this, you got to be in this icon here. If you're out of it, can't use it, but if you're in it, can use it, and then they can't block this. All of that they can't block. It doesn't matter if they're guarding or whatever, right? So when he does in awakening, obviously you want to go for that, right? So the best way to go for that is you want to obviously tilt right here, and then you can cancel it like this. Then when they get up, boom, set up like this. Now that means you just want to play, you don't want to focus on this too much. A lot of people make the mistake, especially me, because it's satisfying to hit, is you just dash up and you're trying to go for it as well, right? You just dash up, you're trying to get it, you're trying to go for it, you're so fixated on it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Obviously you want to try and get it on the opportunity that you can, but don't be too hesitant for it. That's the best advice I can give. I don't think he can combo it from his combos. See, that's too far, so he can block that. See what I'm saying? I think the only one where you can hit it is the first hit. I think after the first hit, yeah, see, after the first hit you can hit it, but after that, no. So if you do catch someone in a combo, you can dash and then boom, hit it there, and then you can still get it off there too. But again, you can still set it up the same way as his normal tilt setups as well, and that's the only really difference regarding his awakening. In my opinion, it's still better to awaken with someone else. I feel like this is best used with a team awakening. I wouldn't really go for HIDAN alone, unless obviously you just like HIDAN. But if you're looking to play, like, you know, he used HIDAN in a serious manner, then I wouldn't really awaken with HIDAN alone, just because nothing really changes. He's still the same HIDAN, it's just he has abilities like this. But at the same time, I guess it's not too bad, because if you've got the pressure, so let's say you've awakened and they have like 1 sub left and you have like 4 and a lot of chakra, then if you have really good aggression, then you can take the risk and trust in your setups with HIDAN and your skill and your fundamentals to get it off as well. So regarding how to play HIDAN, that's really about it. I hope this helps you guys a lot. And again, if you want that in-depth HIDAN guide where I literally go through everything that he's about, I'll go through his down combos, why his things are good, why things are bad, etc, etc, what to actually do, then again, hit 50 likes on the video and I will do that when I can. So guys, without further ado, I hope you enjoyed. Road to 1K before 2020. So if not, remember to like, remember to subscribe, leave a comment as well, give me your feedback, don't be shy, I'm a nice guy. that was slightly bars, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, peace, sayonara, and adios.